Here is NUCIDA's weekly forecast of expected post activities in the realm of software quality on social media channels for week 16 of 2026. Our analysis is based on the social media post data from LinkedIn, YouTube, X, and other internet sources released last week, which revealed dynamic daily changes. I'll leverage the provided web results, which cover software quality trends for 2026, and combine them with logical extrapolation of ongoing conversations in the tech community. The ranking is based on the prominence of topics in recent publications, their relevance to current software quality challenges, and their engagement potential on the mentioned platforms. Each topic's ranking reflects its immediacy, impact, and discussion volume, with reasons for placement and a forecast for future trends included. So, what will be the top 10 hot topics this week? Buckle up and let's start the countdown. The 10th hot topic in the realm of software quality this week is the rise of low-code and no-code solutions for test automation accessibility. Professionals across Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and various blogs have highlighted this trend because these tools lower the barrier for non-technical team members to contribute to quality efforts while still supporting enterprise-scale needs in dynamic environments. Recent tutorials and reports shared online emphasize how such solutions accelerate onboarding and reduce dependency on specialized scripting skills amid rapid release cycles. The discussions reveal that many organizations are now experimenting with platforms that allow business analysts and product owners to create and maintain automated checks through visual interfaces rather than code. This shift addresses the persistent talent shortage in quality roles and enables faster iteration in projects where requirements change frequently. Commentators on LinkedIn have shared case studies showing productivity gains of up to 50% in pilot teams, while YouTube creators demonstrate live builds of test suites in under an hour. My advice for organizations considering this development is to select one suitable platform and apply it first to a non-critical workflow. Teams should then measure the resulting gains in productivity and begin mentoring colleagues on more advanced usage to ensure smooth adoption without disrupting existing processes. It is important to evaluate the chosen tool against current compliance needs and integration capabilities with existing development environments before committing resources. Start by forming a small cross-functional group that includes both technical and non-technical members to review features side by side and gather early feedback. This measured approach prevents overcommitment and builds internal champions who can later train others effectively. I predict that in the next 3 months, adoption will climb steadily, with fresh vendor integrations and improved compatibility features. This will lead to production usage in 30% more mid-sized companies, as accessibility becomes a key differentiator for quality teams under pressure to deliver faster. Vendors will likely release enhanced collaboration modules that allow real-time editing by multiple stakeholders and automatic synchronization with version control systems. Early indicators from ongoing beta programs suggest that support for mobile and cloud-native applications will expand rapidly, making these solutions viable for a broader range of industries, including finance and healthcare. The 9th hot topic in the realm of software quality this week is advancements in continuous testing within continuous integration and continuous delivery pipelines. Discussions on social media platforms and in recent blog roundups point to this as a priority because embedding automated checks directly into deployment flows shortens feedback loops and catches issues earlier in high-velocity environments where manual gates no longer suffice. Industry experts on Twitter have posted detailed threads explaining how modern orchestration tools now support parallel execution of thousands of tests without slowing down the overall pipeline. YouTube sessions from conference talks demonstrate real-world implementations that have reduced mean time to resolution by significant margins. Blogs have published benchmarks showing that organizations achieving full continuous testing maturity deploy changes multiple times per day, with confidence levels previously unseen. My advice for teams pursuing this topic is to audit current pipelines and replace manual gates with automated checks wherever possible, while prioritizing those tests that deliver the highest impact on overall stability. Starting small with high-value areas helps build momentum without overwhelming existing infrastructure. Begin the audit by mapping every stage of the current process and identifying bottlenecks caused by human intervention. Then introduce smoke tests at the earliest possible point, and gradually layer in more comprehensive validations as the team gains experience. Regular reviews of test execution reports will help refine the selection criteria and ensure that the pipeline remains efficient even as the codebase grows. I predict that in the next 3 months, pipeline maturity will improve through open source extensions and better orchestration tools. Feedback loops will shorten noticeably, and deployment frequency will increase as organizations gain confidence in fully automated quality gates. Community-contributed plugins will likely focus on better visualization of test health and automatic rollback triggers based on predefined thresholds. Larger enterprises will begin sharing internal frameworks that integrate with popular cloud providers, leading to standardized best practices across the sector. The 8th hot topic in the realm of software quality this week is deep integration of security practices within quality engineering through DevSecOps. LinkedIn posts, YouTube case studies, and Twitter threads have amplified conversations around this because combining security scans with quality checks addresses the growing complexity of distributed systems and reduces the risk of vulnerabilities slipping into production. Thought leaders have shared metrics indicating that integrated approaches catch 70% more issues before they reach staging environments compared to siloed processes. Blogs have featured detailed comparisons of tools that now offer unified dashboards for both quality and security metrics, making oversight far more intuitive for teams. My advice for quality leaders is to collaborate closely with security teams to embed scans into existing gates and conduct joint training sessions. Beginning with high-risk modules allows quick wins that demonstrate value and encourage broader buy-in across departments. Schedule regular alignment meetings to align on threat models and quality criteria from the outset of each sprint. Use these sessions to co-create custom rules that address both functional correctness and potential attack vectors. Documenting the shared responsibilities in a living playbook will help sustain the collaboration long term. I predict that in the next 3 months, tool chains will expand and automated reporting will become more sophisticated. Integrated checks will appear as standard requirements in vendor contracts as compliance demands intensify. New regulations around data protection will drive vendors to include built-in compliance templates that quality teams can activate with minimal configuration. This will result in faster audit readiness and fewer last-minute fixes during release cycles. The 7th hot topic in the realm of software quality this week is hyperautomation and intelligent orchestration of quality processes. Activity on Twitter, blogs, and YouTube demonstrations shows strong interest because agents that coordinate multiple tools for end-to-end tasks promise to eliminate repetitive manual coordination and scale quality efforts across complex ecosystems. Presenters have shown prototypes where a single agent can trigger test suites, analyze results, and even open tickets without human input. Industry analysts on LinkedIn have projected that hype automation could reduce quality overhead by half within well-defined domains. My advice for practitioners is to map out current workflows to identify repetitive sequences and then prototype one automated flow using available agent frameworks. Documenting the results early helps refine the approach before wider rollout. Create a visual process map that highlights decision points and handoffs between systems. Select a low-risk workflow, such as regression validation, for a stable module to serve as the initial prototype. Track key performance indicators like execution time and error rates before and after automation to build a data-driven justification for expansion. I predict that in the next 3 months, orchestration will mature with reusable components and standardized interfaces. Quality teams will experience productivity increases of around 40% as hyperautomation moves from experimentation to routine application. Open source libraries will emerge that allow teams to share agent templates across organizations, leading to faster, community-driven improvements. Integration with existing artificial intelligence assistants will become seamless, enabling natural language commands to orchestrate complex quality tasks. The sixth hot topic in the realm of software quality this week is growing focus on shift-right testing and real-time production monitoring. Articles, LinkedIn success stories, and Twitter exchanges underscore this shift because observing live user behavior provides insights that traditional pre-release testing cannot capture in increasingly dynamic applications. Practitioners have shared dashboards that correlate production anomalies with specific code changes, allowing for immediate remediation. YouTube walkthroughs demonstrate how synthetic transactions and real user monitoring together create a comprehensive view of application health post-deployment. My advice for development organizations is to implement lightweight monitoring agents on key features and link resulting alerts to centralized dashboards. Combining these with synthetic testing creates a robust safety net that complements earlier stage efforts. Choose features that have historically shown the highest defect escape rates as the starting point for instrumentation. Ensure that monitoring data is anonymized to meet privacy standards from day one. Train support teams to interpret the new signals so that quality insights flow directly into backlog refinement meetings. I predict that in the next 3 months, shift-right practices will become standard in agile organizations, with new privacy-safe standards emerging. Escaped defects will decrease as real-time insights feed directly back into quality models. Tool providers will release enhanced correlation engines that automatically suggest root causes based on historical patterns. This will encourage more organizations to adopt canary releases and feature flags as standard practices. The fifth hot topic in the realm of software quality this week is emphasis on risk intelligence and data-driven approaches in quality strategies. Blogs, newsletters, and YouTube surveys have elevated this topic because risk-based prioritization using historical data and code metrics allows teams to focus efforts where they matter most amid resource constraints. Data scientists have contributed posts explaining machine learning models that predict defect density with surprising accuracy. LinkedIn polls indicate that teams using risk intelligence report higher stakeholder satisfaction with release quality. My advice for quality strategists is to aggregate defect history with current code metrics to build initial risk models for test selection and to review those models on a regular schedule. This disciplined approach turns raw data into actionable intelligence. Begin by cleaning and normalizing data from issue trackers and code repositories to ensure consistency. Experiment with simple statistical models before advancing to more complex algorithms. Involve product owners in the review process so that business priorities influence risk weighting from the beginning. I predict that in the next 3 months, predictive analytics will see wider adoption, enabling dynamic scope adjustments. Release confidence will rise as teams rely less on intuition and more on evidence-based forecasting. Cloud-based analytics platforms will offer pre-trained models tailored to common technology stacks, reducing the time needed to achieve meaningful predictions. Cross-industry benchmarks will become available, allowing teams to compare their risk profiles against peers. The fourth hot topic in the realm of software quality this week is adoption of self-healing capabilities in test automation frameworks. Twitter discussions, blog posts, and YouTube tutorials highlight this because self-healing reduces maintenance overhead in applications that change frequently and keeps test suites reliable without constant human intervention. Developers have demonstrated how modern frameworks can detect locator changes and suggest corrections automatically. Industry reports shared online claim that self-healing can cut maintenance time by more than half in large suites. My advice for automation engineers is to audit existing flaky tests and introduce self-healing libraries selectively on the most unstable ones, while documenting reductions in maintenance time. Measuring before and after metrics builds a compelling case for broader implementation. Prioritize tests that interact with user interfaces known to evolve rapidly, such as those involving dynamic content or third-party components. Set up automated notifications for any healing events so the team can review and refine the underlying locators proactively. This feedback loop ensures that self-healing remains a helpful assistant rather than a hidden source of technical debt. I predict that in the next 3 months, self-healing will evolve to handle more complex scenarios, including application programming interface and database changes. Industry-wide maintenance effort will drop by at least 25% as frameworks become more adaptive. Vendors will introduce visual interfaces for reviewing healing suggestions, making the technology accessible to less technical team members. Community-contributed healing strategies will appear in open-source repositories, accelerating adoption across different programming languages. The third hot topic in the realm of software quality this week is challenges and strategies for testing artificial intelligence-powered applications and artificial intelligence-generated code. Internet searches, LinkedIn articles, and Twitter frameworks reflect intense activity because non-deterministic outputs from these systems require new validation methods beyond conventional test cases. Researchers have published detailed taxonomies of failure modes unique to artificial intelligence components. YouTube panels featuring practitioners discuss the balance between automated evaluation and human judgment in assessing model behavior. My advice for quality teams is to establish dedicated evaluation suites that incorporate deterministic checks, statistical sampling, and human oversight, while calibrating them regularly against new model versions. This layered strategy mitigates risks associated with unpredictable behavior. Design the suites to cover edge cases that traditional unit tests would miss, such as adversarial inputs or distributional shifts in data. Schedule calibration sessions after every major model update and document any changes in expected behavior. Collaborate with data scientists to ensure that evaluation metrics align with business outcomes rather than purely technical benchmarks. I predict that in the next 3 months, testing artificial intelligence systems will become required practice in regulated industries with new open benchmarks and clearer governance policies appearing. Organizations will standardize approaches to maintain trust in artificial intelligence features. Professional bodies will likely release certification programs for artificial intelligence quality specialists. Tooling will improve to support explainability checks, making it easier for teams to justify model decisions during audits. The second hot topic in the realm of software quality this week is transformation of quality assurance roles towards strategic quality engineering. Social platforms and YouTube forecasts have fueled debate because the shift from execution-focused tasks to oversight of artificial intelligence systems and risk governance demands new skills and mindsets from professionals. Career coaches on LinkedIn have outlined learning paths that blend traditional testing knowledge with domain expertise and artificial intelligence literacy. Conference recaps shared widely emphasize that quality engineers are now expected to influence product strategy rather than merely verifying outputs. My advice for quality assurance specialists is to learn risk assessment frameworks and artificial intelligence collaboration techniques, while volunteering for cross-functional projects to build a portfolio of strategic contributions. Proactive upskilling positions individuals for the evolving demands of the field. Dedicate time each week to structured learning, whether through online courses or peer study groups. Seek opportunities to present findings from risk analyses and sprint reviews so that stakeholders see the value of strategic input. Track personal contributions in a professional journal to prepare for performance discussions and future role transitions. I predict that in the next 3 months, role evolution will accelerate with redefined job descriptions and higher retention rates. Hybrid positions blending quality with product strategy will emerge as organizations recognize the strategic value of quality engineering. Recruitment platforms will begin listing quality engineering roles with explicit requirements for artificial intelligence governance experience. Internal mobility programs will help existing quality staff transition smoothly by reducing turnover and preserving institutional knowledge. The top hot topic in the realm of software quality this week is agentic artificial intelligence and autonomous testing. YouTube videos, Twitter threads, and blog roundups show overwhelming dominance because agentic tools that write, execute, and analyze tests across environments promise unprecedented speed and scale, while addressing the explosion of code generated by artificial intelligence itself. Early adopters have reported generating complete test suites for new features in minutes rather than days. Analysts on social media predict that autonomous agents will become the default for regression and exploratory testing within the next year. My advice for technology leaders is to form cross-functional squads that experiment with agentic tools on contained projects, while defining clear success criteria around speed, accuracy, and human review. Documenting lessons learned early ensures responsible scaling. Assign a dedicated ethics lead within each squad to monitor for unintended biases in generated tests. Establish guardrails that require human approval for any test that touches production data or critical paths. Use the contained projects to gather quantitative data on return on investment, which will inform decisions about enterprise-wide rollout. I predict that in the next 3 months, broader production readiness will arrive with refined reliability and deeper integrations. Early adopters will demonstrate testing cycle time reductions exceeding 50% as autonomous capabilities mature. Major platform providers will announce native support for agentic workflows within their integrated development environments. Governance frameworks for autonomous testing will begin to appear in open source form, allowing smaller teams to adopt the technology safely and effectively. Looking forward to the years 2027 and 2028, the next wave of topics will center on governance of autonomous quality platforms, alongside ethical oversight of artificial intelligence-driven decisions. Regulatory frameworks for quality audits will gain prominence, while sustainability metrics such as energy-efficient testing and edge computing validation will enter mainstream conversations. Full-stack quality platforms will become standard infrastructure as organizations seek comprehensive control over increasingly intelligent and distributed systems. Cross-border standards for artificial intelligence quality will likely emerge through international collaboration, reducing fragmentation and enabling truly global development practices. Hopefully, this video gives you additional insights. What do you think about the hot topics this week? Write your views in the comments section below. In terms of further questions, feel free to write to us. We will analyze all important internet channels and release our analysis report every Monday. Follow or subscribe to this channel to stay up to date and know more than your competitors. Happy testing, and see you next time.